Namaskar. Jai Shri Krishna. I am overwhelmed. Have you seen a cricket game, final match, your best player, all hopes are counting, and it starts at first ball, clean bowled. Oh, as soon as I entered, I was clean bowled for you all. That's the effect of, oh my God, oh my goodness. I am overwhelmed. The only word I can use with this beauty, the creativity, the love, the goodness, the purity, the goodness. I came here, I'll be honest with you, Ashatai had said that, talk about Krishna today. Maybe I'll say it. So I don't come premeditated. These sessions are not where I've thought ahead of time, what will I say, this, that. But still on the way, while I was sitting in the car with Jitu, as you were figuring out our way, I thought, well, maybe I'll say, talk about this, talk about that. But as soon as I entered, the vibe here is so powerful, so charged, so good, so pure that I absolutely forgot, and something else completely came to my mind. And this is a gift from Krishna itself. It relates to the Bhagwad Gita. And we'll see over time in the next 30, 45 minutes to an hour how we bring back to how it relates to you. But is Muskan ma'am here? Maybe when she arrives, I'll say this again. In the 10th chapter of the Gita, English is okay with everyone, right? Yeah? Good. In the 10th chapter of the Gita, so the Gita has 18 chapters, right? 700 verses, 18 chapters. In the 10th chapter of the Gita, it starts with Arjun asks the question like, where can I see you? Right now you're standing in front of me in the chariot, but when the war is over, you go back to Dwarka, then I will not have you, I will not see you. You say you are everywhere, Pranay, you can come in. You say you are everywhere, how will I know? And in the response to that question, the answer that Krishna gives is the 10th chapter. It's called VibhutiYog. Vibhuti is Vishesh manifestation, Vishesh Bhagvat, is special expression of Krishna, of God. And as soon as I entered here, I was just stunned by that. There's a shlok toward the end of the 10th chapter in which he says, Yad vibhuti mat shrimat urjitamevava tat tat deva avagacham mama tejonsha sambhava. He says, wherever you see beauty, wherever you see something special manifested, wherever you see a spark, wherever you see brilliance, wherever you see a lot of power, a lot of creativity, a lot of goodness, a lot of purity, a lot of energy, a lot of charge, a lot of effort, know that to be a spark of my presence. That is happening because I'm present in it. I am displaying me. I'm manifesting myself through the beauty of a small flower, through the dance of Muskan ma'am. Was it not overwhelming? Really, when she arrives, we should honestly hope she comes. We should all give her a standing ovation. Because here I am wanting to talk about Krishna, but the only thing I could think of was Radha. And it occurred to me that Krishna and Radha have a conversation in which Krishna asked, Radha asked, who are you? Look at all of this. And he said, I'm Radha. I am Radha. And later on, there are stories demonstrating that. And what he means by that really is that I am love. I am pure love. I'm judgment-free love. I'm expectation-free love. I'm obligation-free love. I am any logic-free love. I'm just love for the sake of love, pure love. Free of everything, just free. Right? Cost-free, judgment-free, expectation-free, obligation-free, just free love, purest kind. And that's the kind of love that Radha embodied. As we have all heard, Radha, when you keep saying Radha, it's a dhara, right? It's a continuously flowing river towards the ocean. And Krishna is that ocean, the source of everything. So again, going back to that 10th chapter, Yad vibhuti mat shrimat. Yad is wherever, including this here, right here. Yad vibhuti mat. Vibhuti is like really extraordinary performance. Like someone always being the first in class, or really crashing all the tests and exams and crushing all the scores. Wherever there is a special manifestation like Virat Kohli, or take your pick, anything, right, anywhere. And I'm just giving some examples. But in your own mind, in your own lives, some days, some experiences, some behaviors, when someone is being extra kind to us, or when we are being really good to someone. As a friend, when I'm being with someone, investing my time, all of that, he says, that's happening because pure goodness is present there. Pure beauty is present there. Pure brilliance, pure energy. This is just a small spark of it. Yad yad vibhuti mat shree mat. Shree is good beauty, pure beauty. Any unconcocted beauty, makeup-free beauty, beauty just as is. Shri mat urjitameva. Urja is energy. When there is a lot of power, a lot of energy, of any kind of mental energy, physical energy, creative energy, right? There's lots of energies around that. Tat eva avagacham. Tat is like there. Where can you not see me? And in that chapter, then he elucidates his further. Rasoham apsukanteya prabhasvi shashisuryayo jivanam sarvabhuteshu tapaschasmi tapasvishu. If water is flowing, he says, this is the meaning that it's flowing because I'm in it. Imagine water is there but it's not able to flow. Any fluid that's able to flow, go through my throat, pass through it, or river that's able to flow. Because of my presence in it, there is a ras. Rasoham apsukanteya prabhasvi shashisuryayo. The sun is there. 93 million miles away, right? So 150 million kilometers away, or 1,000 kilometers away, 150,000 million kilometers away. If the sun was just sitting there, would be of no use, would it? The sun would have no glory as far as we are concerned. But the prabha, and the word that he used, prabha, the ability to project out. Who is telling the sun to send the exact amount of energy here? This is where life form exists, that they need it. All energy is sustained on earth by sunshine. All forms of energies, right? You learn that in biology, chemistry. It doesn't matter. All life forms. Ultimately, when you go, it goes back to the source, which is why we worship the sun god. The solar energy, sun energy. But if the sun lacks the ability to project out from itself away with such force that it will reach so far, and that's prabha. Prabha asmi shashisuryayo jivanam sarvabhuteshu. I am life in every life form. So bhuta is that which has taken shape. So the worm and the frog and the bird flying high in the sky and the fish diving deep and the dolphin happily dancing and the boy and the girl and the teacher and the student, the guru, shishya, all of that. They are there and the whole significance is because there's jivan in them, right? Once the jiva is gone, once the life form, the energy, the vital force, the chetana as we call it, once that's gone, they just take away. There's no use. There's nothing that can happen with this. The body is still there. The thinking mind that was still there, the brain is still in the body, the liver, the lung, everything is still there. Why are we burning it? Or why are we burying it? Or why are we throwing it in the river, holy river, whatever, whichever way? Because no, the whole substance, the main, everything that mattered has gone, right? So that's a jivanam sarva bhuteshu tapaschasmi. And it goes on. I didn't come here to talk about the 10th chapter, but this is just one verse, and there are many verses like that. And Gita is filled with very detailed, very lucid, very succinct, very well articulated, very sharply, intellectually presented knowledge like that. Every word in the 700 verses, every sub-word is just perfect, as perfect can be, because it came from the perfect. The source is perfect. It came from Krishna. The perfect there is, the source of all perfection. And so there is no tampering with it. There is just no substitute. I've translated the Gita in English, now halfway through translating in Hindi, and then my brother yesterday was suggesting that I should also translate it in Marathi, which is my mother tongue. But this English translation is mostly for the American English, American people, because that's where I am, 35 years in the US, visiting here. By the way, thank you for having me here. I'm grateful to be among you. You know, if for one moment, just one moment, we could trade places. If I could be just sitting, one of the many here, and for that one moment you could be me, and you could look back and see how deeply my heart is overflowing with gratitude and overwhelmed with beauty. And that you would be clean gold on the first ball also. You would think, oh, I'll hit a 4 and 6 and the team will win, and you'd be on entry clean gold. That's how much, that's the goodness, that's your purity, that's your vibhuti, that's the Krishna in you. Because Krishna is in you. Krishna is not only in a temple somewhere. Krishna is not only in Dwarka or Mathura. Of course he's there, but he's also here. He's here and now, and he's in every one of us. If we're alive, for that matter, even if we're not alive, by the way, science will inform you, physics, chemistry, particularly those, even if biologically the body is dead, the matter that is left behind still has an element of intelligence in it, right? Do the atoms not stick together, even in the calcium in the bones, after the body is dead? Do the crystals don't form? They do, right? Do the electrons still not rotate, revolve around the nucleus? Isn't there still proton, neutron, all of that? It's just, we've heard about matter cannot be, it can be transferred, it cannot be created or destroyed, but it can be changed from one form into another, right? The fundamental laws of it, which means it's still there, but the cognition is gone, Chaitanya is gone, Chaitanya is gone. It's now has become inert matter, as we say, right? Like rock, it's inert. This was a man before. He ran factories, and he donated, and he served, and he helped, and he was a good man, and all of that. Now it's a fistful of dust, gone. And yet, the only thing that's gone is the Chaitanya, the cognition, the ability to understand specifically, precisely. The substance is still there. We're all made of, biologically speaking, if we think of ourselves as a physical being, as a body, then we're just made of the very 5 primal elements. Earth, right? Earth element. Earth meaning not literally the planet Earth. Earth means solidity. Like if I knock on it, this sun, because there's solidity to it. So there's solids in us, the bones, the head, all of that, right? And then there is the fluidity in us. There's an element of water, liquid, any kind of fluid. That's there. And then there is enthalpy, heat energy. You would have heard the word enthalpy in chemistry, or at least higher chemistry, maybe 11th, 12th grade, right? Heat energy, the latent energy. How does this always stay at 98.5? Like what keeps it exactly at that temperature? There is a system, there is an equalizer, there is an equilibrium maintained, there is some method, some way, some design, an intelligent design, some controller, someone has a watchful eye on it. Please do let me know once the sun man enters the room, because I really do think, is that her in the background? Back? Is that Muskan? Oh, I think we should all give her a standing ovation. And you will have my pranam. You have inspired me. I would instantly, we'll come back to the biology and the chemistry, that's mundane, that's ordinary stuff, you learn that all day. But Muskanji, you have inspired me. Krishna's Muskan was named Mohini. The word Mohini, if somebody is named here Mohini, that was the name of his smile. In the second chapter, and you reminded me of Krishna's smile. You did that so beautifully, so soulfully. You put everything in it, and I'm humbled. I'm humbled, inspired, impressed, and bless your heart. God bless. In the second chapter of the Gita. So the thing is, we're going to go all over the place today. I'm sorry, personally. I'm not necessarily going to stick to one topic because you did that to me. I came here with a structured mind and you like completely threw me off. So now I'm going to take the liberty just talking about Krishna, talking about Gita, talking about Radha. Is that okay? Okay. All things beautiful, by the way, are random acts of beauty. River doesn't necessarily follow a structure, or doesn't say, a river is not a canal, a river is not a lake. River flows to the source. However it can, it just finds it. And that's why we want to go to the river. We take a dip in the river. We bring bottle filled with water from the river. Why? Because it is spontaneous. It is natural. You understand the word spontaneous, right? Utspurta. Just natural. Just the way it is. It's all its life. The river starts from Gangotri, suppose Ganga, from the only thing the river wants to do, one thing, and the only thing, is to go back to the source, where it came from. The ocean evaporated and the clouds were blown by the winds, and somewhere they fell down and the river started to flow. All it wants to do is, I want to go back to my source. And it finds a way, does it not? It takes the beating, it falls down, it rips into multiple portions, it combines again, it maybe dries, but it finds its ocean one day, right? When Ganga starts, it reaches Gangotri. And what do we call that place? It starts from Gangotri and it reaches the ocean. We call that place Gita Sar. Why? Because until then it was the Ganga. Here's the Sagar. Here, there's no telling, is this Ganga, is this Sagar? But it's Ganga Sagar. And that's how it becomes when a devotee merges into the Lord out of love. This is all cited in another scripture called the Bhagwad, that there is no telling which one is the devotee and which one is the God. They become one. So we will just flow towards the theme of Krishna and the Gita, which is why I brought that up. So Muskanji, the first chapter, Arjun is crying, right? Arjun is disturbed in the Bhagavad Gita. Well, na yod saiti govindam, I don't want to fight this war, this, that. And he's very, very depressed. Talk about depression, he's super depressed. He's very afraid also. This is the mightiest war, never afraid until now. He doesn't know fear. Fear is afraid of Arjun. He doesn't know what fear means. And he's so afraid. And he's never depressed. He always motivates others and inspires others and encourages others by his own mind. And he's now himself super depressed. All negativity, he's literally trembling. All negativity has suddenly stunned him. And he says, there's a famous verse in the Gita, Karparnya dosho uparita svabhava pracham vidvam dharma sammuda cheta yat shreyasyam nishchitam brodhitan neshishyasyam shadiman tvam prapanam. That I'm lost, I'm confused, I'm depressed, I'm scared. I just want to run away from this. I don't want to fight this war. I don't want the kingdom. Na kangshe vijayam Krishna, na cha rajyam sukhani cha, kim na rajena govindam, kim bhoger jivitena. I don't want the palace, I don't want good food, I want nothing. I just want to run away and be by myself. I cannot do this. So it's like absolutely tanked to the bottom. Now imagine the context of the Gita. This is the one man based on whom the right can win. If there is no Arjun, the war is over before it started. Right? If the Pandavas don't have Arjun, there is no war. Because there's nobody to really put up. And he's saying, I'm not going to fight, I'm running away. And this is at about 7:45 a.m. on the day. Well, the war is supposed to start at 8 o'clock. Imagine that. 15 minutes before the war started, he said, I'm not doing it, I'm going. Now, what do? No matter how much of a motivational speaker or a guru or an experienced professional consultant, psychiatrist, psychologist, it's not possible to completely pull that back up and fulfill it. It does take God it does take God, right? God's hand. Hence there is yada dharmasya glanir bhavati bharat, right? Glani is passing out. Chakara. When dharma, integrity, goodness, purity, when it starts to pass out, when disintegrity becomes the norm, that's when I do come. And when God comes, obviously, there is no time, He transcends time. Time loses all meaning. And so it is the first thing, what you reminded me with your dance, is the first thing that Krishna does is smiles at Arjun. And this is a way, people laugh at Arjun. Prahasyasi is the word in the Gita. Hasyasi, hasna, hai na? Haste hai. Prahasyasi. It's like, why is he laughing at Arjun? He does later on say this and that to Arjun also, but the first thing he does is cracks a smile at Arjun. And if one could think you're laughing at someone who's crying, you're laughing at someone who's already depressed. That's not right. That's cruel. Good people don't do that. Right? Yeah. But the thing is, Krishna's smile with Muskan, with Mohini, it was a healing smile. If somebody is bleeding, somebody fell and just blood is oozing out, you're not going to first think about what happened, why did you do that, you should have done this or that. You first want to stop the bleeding, right? However, the first aid kit, stop the bleeding first, then we can do the whole diagnosis, this, that. Stop the bleeding. His Muskan, the Mohini, Mantra has that healing power for the soul. When the body bleeds, we can put a patti on it, bandage on it. When the soul bleeds, it does need God, or someone empowered by God, endowed with God, the gift of God to do that. And in this case, it was God Himself. And with a smile, He was able to pacify and calm down Arjun, which is what allowed him to hear out, listen to the rest of the message. And so when I was seeing your dance, I don't know if you noticed, but I closed my eyes half the time. It was just like taken to a different realm. Speaking of and thinking of Radha, you danced very beautifully, very inspirational. Certainly brought out the element of love. I came here with an element of jnana, with an element of sharing wisdom, sharing knowledge. But that's what was clean bowled on the first ball. That leave aside all jnana, higher still, infinitely higher, infinitely greater, incomparably more important than any knowledge is the purity of intent. What is your purpose? With what intent are you trying to do what you're trying to do? And if there's no love in it, if there's no goodness in it, if there's no purity in it, in the purpose, if there is no inclusion in it, this is all sourced in the Gita. If the desire is not to lift up the whole, if the desire is not just me and mine, until then there is not going to be God's hand on it. But when that happens, when I don't know what I'm going to do, I don't know how to do it, but I somehow want to do good. I want to be good, I want to do good, and I want to help others. I don't know what. And you'll be surprised that He'll smile at you also. That same smile, the Mohini Muskan that Arjun received, you will also receive internally. You will also feel empowered. You will also be gifted with some sort of a creative idea. And this is how suddenly the Mark Zuckerbergs and the Steve Jobs would drop out. Suddenly think of some idea and the world takes on. Or even on the social sector side as well. So coming back to, there's no end to how much we can talk about Gita, right? There's no end to how much we can talk about Krishna. But this essentially, the essence, in the end, after giving all the knowledge and all the 18th chapter, Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. This is chapter 18, verse 66. So this is about to finish the Gita. He has previously said in the Gita, with you or without you, I'm going to fight an island. I was sitting quietly, comfortably, happily in my Dwarka. I had nothing to do with this war. This isn't even my war. It doesn't matter to me. But you both came to me. The story you may have heard, Arjun went to Krishna. Duryodhana also went to Krishna. He fight from our side. Because everyone knew that Krishna and his army was pretty massive and mighty. One wanted Krishna, the other wanted his army. And he said, okay, in the Gita he also said that ask and you shall receive. Whatever your desire is, sooner or later I will make sure that it is fulfilled. This says to everybody, whatever your desire is, or yours, the desire will be fulfilled. There is no guarantee when, there is an absolute guarantee of yes, it will be fulfilled. Because God Himself has said, the Creator has said that, yeah, whatever you're wishing for, whatever you're desiring, it will be fulfilled. When? It really depends on us. Which path do we take? How do we follow that? But it will in the end. And so Duryodhana wants the army, so he says, fine, take it. Krishna's army goes with Duryodhana. Arjun says, I want you, I don't want the army. He said, okay, I'll go with you, but I will not fight. I will not pick up a weapon. Therefore, Duryodhana laughs at him, Arjun, saying, well, then it's useless. If Krishna is not going to use his weapon, then what good is it? If God doesn't have power, would we worship God? I don't think so. I wouldn't. If there was a powerless God, if the sun was dark, if the sun was black, what good is it? It's a black hole, right? We all worship power. We all worship, know it or not, the mantri, santri, jantri, tantri, everybody is like worshipping power, energy, shakti. By the way, which is why we should worship our mother and our teachers, because the shree form, the female form, is the embodiment of shakti. And therefore they're more worshipable. Never forget that, guys. The female form is always more worshipable than us, the male form. Period. There's no if, buts, and thens about it. In any female form. If I am a man, if I'm a boy, the female form is more worshipable, because without that there's no meaning to whatever is. And that's Radha, the dance that you displayed. And that's why Krishna says that I am Radha. Without Radha, I have no meaning. I have no purpose. There's nothing, there's no point in it. But coming back to where we were, Krishna goes with Arjun, and the army goes with Duryodhana. And then Arjun doesn't want to fight. So Krishna says, well, I was not going to come, but you persuaded me. You brought me here. Now that I'm here, I am going to finish the job. I ain't going back without finishing the job, because I do see there is a lot of disintegrous people here assembled. There was more than 1 million on the other side, on the Kaurav, 1.2 million, army of 1.2 million on the Kaurav side, and less than half of that on the Pandav side. So he said, with you or without you, I will finish this job, because I have time, I am. And I have arrived here to devour them all. This comes in the 11th chapter of Vishwarup Darshan. He says, look at me, I am death personified. Now I am not going back without finishing all the miscreants, all the bad dudes, as he said, contemporary. Have you seen the movie Oppenheimer? Oppenheimer, you know about it, the atomic bomb creator? Nobel Prize, this, that. Did you realize that he cites the Bhagavad Gita verse in it? This verse that I just said. And he studied the Gita. Most Western scientists, the most prominent ones, philosophers like Einstein and Oppenheimer, Eckhart Tolle, most, just Socrates, Emerson, Henry David Thoreau, have very deeply studied the Gita. Not just read it, studied the Gita. And they have come out and said, oh my God, stunned with the wisdom in it, with the liberating freedom in it. So Oppenheimer, when he saw the atom bomb that he created that destroyed Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan, said that I'm reminded of a verse from the Gita. He said, so he's an American scientist. And this was the verse from the 11th chapter, that time I am, and I have arrived to devour them all. No one will escape. No one will escape. Everyone will. So he said that to Arjun, I'm telling you, you should fight. You're here, fight for the right cause. But if you want to leave, you leave. I'm going to finish it. And then he shows the Vishwarup Darshan, because Arjun says that, okay, well, show me. I understand what you're saying. I also want to see. And so he said, okay. And he shows, displays, demonstrates his complete manifested root. So all that, in the end, in the 18th chapter, towards the end, when he's finishing up, he said, well, there's an easy way. There's an easier way. If you don't understand dharma, if you're confused, if people are saying different things, conflicting things, I am already in you, with you. Just align with me. Goodness is already in you. Did you not know? If I randomly ask anyone, did you know what's right and what's wrong? For the most part, generally understand right and wrong? Right? Like generally when someone is living, do you generally understand what is good and what is bad? This is not a trick question. Simply, do you say, well, this was good, this felt good, this was right, that was not right. ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए था, ये गलत कर दिया उन्होंने. Do we not all intuitively know what is right and what is wrong? Right? For the most part. I mean, there's some areas where there is gray because there are different opinions. But on a day-to-day basis, we generally know what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad. It's called vivek, that ability to discern, able to tell the right from wrong, what's permanent, what's temporary, called vivek. He says that's already in every one of them. This is school, so we should bring the jnana deepena bhasvata. Is a quote in the Gita. That jnana, that understanding, that ability to comprehend is already in everyone, if a human is alive. So imagine this, so this lamp that we just lit, the lamp is there, it's clean, there is oil in it, there is also the wick, bati bhi hai, cotton bhi hai, tel bhi hai, sab kuch hai. If this is pitch dark, still of no use, is it? You say, well, it has 5 wicks, panchapatra, whatever, pancharati. It has 5 of those, it has oil filled in it, the bati are ready. How come they're still dark? Because it's not been lit. You have to light it up. And so Krishna says that in you, if you're a human especially, and I'm talking to you, every one of you, especially you have the lamp, you have the oil, the life, vital energy is filled with oil. You have the bati, wick, right? And it also the ability to understand. All you got to do is light it. Chetana se, cheta. Trigger it. And you will start seeing, and not only you will see, everyone around you. It will help them to see also. It's when the lamp lights, it isn't just the lamp that gets the light. It's everyone who is around the lamp receives the light also. That's the nature of light. And so it says that anyone who lights it within, samagri is there, materials are there, matter is there. It's the chetana that by choice, using your consciousness, if I am able to, if I decide to prioritize that and light that up, then the rest of the path is clear. And so maybe let's start slowly coming down to winding down the session. That here, this school age is the best time to light that, to understand, to think about, contemplate. If you can meditate, maybe if you cannot, then reflect when you're on a walk or in the gym or at a vacation when you're looking at the ocean or a blue sky. This is the time to do some deep thinking whenever you have some time. Don't waste your life energy only in meaningless chit-chat. That's frivolous. That's not very smart. That's actually dumb. That's throwing away life. That's throwing away time. That's throwing away the most finite resource that ever was. We spend so much time on saving money, discount, coupon, this, that. We're giving time for that. We're giving life for that. Life that will never come back. Money, yes. Money can and will and does come back. Life does not. Ask a dead body, how much are you willing to pay? Any dead body, rich or poor, how much will you pay? What favors will you do if I was able to bring you life? I said, everything, anything to bring you back to life. Right now you got that. Right now you have life, but it's finite. You understand finite, right? Finite numbers. It'll end. It's ending already. Every moment, every breath is taking a little bit of life away. Every breath that is exhaled is literally taking a little bit of life away. So it's finishing, depleting. It's not a renewable source. Until I realize that I am that. Aham Brahmasmi. Or Tat Tvamasi, and you are that too. When I realize that, wait a minute, I am not this body, that's depleting, that's getting old, that's going to finish, that's going to become Mutti Varak. I'm not that, I'm the Chetana, I'm the energy. When I realize that I am that, and that's what Krishna is trying to tell Arjun again and again, no, Dronacharya might die, Bhishma might die, but those are just the bodies. The real being never does. Right? The second chapter, there are very powerful verses. Nainam chandanti shastrani, nainam dahati pava. Nothing and no one made of matter or material can even touch let alone hurt, can even touch anything that is spiritual. Like in your dream, will you be able to actually kill anyone? If you're dreaming of someone, killing or stealing from someone or helping someone, in your dream, what ability do I have? In the dream reality, there's nothing that you can actually do. You can just imagine like that because it's impalpable, right? It's intangible, like that. So this is the time. I hope that you recognize through your own efforts, through your own merit of many lifetimes, if you believe in incarnation. And the more you learn, you realize that this is a real thing. Incarnation is so real. Incarnation is more real than this present life, actually. Through many lifetimes of wishing and trying and desiring and testing, you have arrived at the destination. You have finally arrived at the destination here in a human form on this holy land. This is the best place on this planet, which is the best planet in the solar system, which is the best solar system in the Milky Way galaxy, which is the best galaxy in the entire cosmos. This is also said that this is where life is able to survive and thrive. In it, the human form is the most glorious because only humans have the ability to make a choice. Decide what it is that I want to do, what should you do. You have arrived here, think about it. At the cosmic level, think about it. Colossally, you finally searched, found, and arrived at the exact place and taken the exact vehicle you need to reach there. You got everything. Like I said, that has the wick, the oil, the lamp, everything. Now is the time to trigger it, to ignite it, to see your own inner light. So study well, all good, but don't forget to understand your own self. In understanding your own self, suddenly you understand God. You asked me to talk about Krishna. And who can? Really, who can? And how much? There's no end to it, right? But you will understand, you will experience Krishna in you. If this feels like just talk, oh, this is a guy who's read a bunch of scriptures and okay, well, in the US, so therefore we'll put up with him, we'll hear him out. I'm telling you right now, there's a camera. This will go on YouTube. And there are thousands of subscribers, literally, who will then see that. I'm telling you right now that I have experienced Krishna. I have seen and known, and I do now, how I don't exist, it's only Krishna. I see in every one of you, which is why I said for a moment, if we could trade places, for one moment, if I could bring you here and give you my vision, and if you could see that your image of yourself will entirely change. You'll no longer ever be sad or feel weak or depressed or feel deprived or feel like you're lacking something or feel like you really need anything else other than yourself. You will not. But you will see the most powerful, the most beautiful, the most bountiful, the most merciful, the most forceful, the most capable, the most loving, the purest presence in you, and you will have identified with that I am that. This directly comes from the Upanishads also. And then this small little I, the me and mine, the body identification drops. That's when it becomes I am not. You alone are. Main nahi, tu hi tu. That's why because so far until then the image of me is a man with a body, with some connections, with some relations, with some job or with some possessions and some object, with a mind, with a brain. All of that drops. Only the original substance that is empowering it all remains. You can have this. This is not for just Indians, just Hindus, just Brahmins, or just those who know Sanskrit, or only those who can read, who do read the Gita, only those who worship Krishna. It's none of this. But there are no rules. In love, there are no rules. Every one of us can experience this. It is possible. If you're interested, then let me know. Ashatai has my contact number. I also have a WhatsApp group that you can, you've overwhelmed me so much that I'll definitely commit. Next time, first of all, to be on time. My apology, please forgive me that we were late today. A lot of reasons that we won't go into it, circumstances. But next time, not only will I be on time, but I will be before time. And I'll spare as much time. Because right here in the confines of these walks is a solid potential. And absolutely potent. This is like the explosion waiting to happen. Spiritual explosion. There's no telling how many sages, how many saints, how many seers, how many just most luminous, how many most brilliant sparks can come up right out of here. One is enough, by the way. One is enough. And right here, there's just like no telling how many of them. Because I do see that. In the 6th chapter, the 30th verse, 6th chapter of the Gita, verse number 30, is just supreme. It says, Yo mam pashyati sarvatra, pashyam chamai sarvatra, tasya aham na pranashyami, sachame na pranashyati. The one who is able to see me and all in me, the life's riddles are solved. And you will start seeing that as well. After that, you will not be worried about or be scared of or have this desire or that. You'll be just free, living free in freedom. All kinds of freedom, financial freedom too, by the way. Financial freedom also, name, fame, all of it. Then you will not be deprived of, है लेकिन झोपड़ी में रहना पड़ रहा है, दो लंगोटी है, somebody throws roti तो वो खाना पड़ रहा है. No. If you're with the be all and end all, I just came in my friend's car, so I enjoyed everything. That his car had an AC, everything that he has for that period of time became mine, right? As far as the car is concerned, the vehicle. Like that, there is an actual verse in the 14th chapter of the Gita. So, see the power of the Gita. Leave no stone unturned. There is no question that's not answered. After the Gita, there is no question left. There is no question left about it. In the second and the third verse of the Gita, of the 14th chapter, Gudantraya Vibhagyo, says, Mama sadharmya magataha. What is mine will become yours. You will become like me. You will have what I have. You will experience what I experience. You will have access to what I have access to. This is Krishna saying to Arjun, Sarge apina upajayante pralayena vyathanti. Then even the Mahapralaya comes, the Mahasунami comes, right, crashes on your head. It will not bother you 1 inch. And even if you get the opulence of the entire cosmos, like you own everything, you're the owner of everything. As I said, it's not going to make any difference, and everything is deprived of it, because you will have found the real joy. You will have found the pure joy. You will have been with the source of joy. Satchidananda. I think in today's bhajan, I believe the word came, Satchidananda. That's the name of Krishna. That Sat is forever, permanent, never, always existing. Never. Chit is understanding, comprehension, jnana. Right? And Anand is pure joy, super joy. Joy that it's called Ati Miriam in the Gita, meaning we cannot even imagine a sight through my eyes. We go on vacation, we say this is a beautiful mountain, a lovely ocean, nice beach. Those are just mundane. I cannot imagine that what sights my eye will see right now. It's a beautiful voice, this, that. My ears don't even know yet what beauty is there that can be heard. My tongue doesn't even know how tasty, how delicious something can taste. I have not seen or tasted like that. That's called Ati Indriyam, super sensory, super joy. That's Ananda. And so if I am in that, if I am situated in that, if I am anchored in that, then the only job left for me, the only work left for me to do between now and until this shell drops is to give and give. Give whatever the need is, give whatever I can. And the best part is to give love with the purity of intent. Give my time, be patient, be understanding, be accepting, be inclusive, be compassionate. We feel that. The experience is the currency of the soul. I would like you to remember this in your mind. We use currency, dollars, rupees, all of that. But that's for the body, that's for the material affairs that are necessary, but they stay here. But when you will understand that you're the soul, maybe you can have a series of such conversations where I'd love for you to understand and experience that you are the soul, you're not the body. You're just wearing this body. Like I chose to wear this shirt today, I'll wear something else tomorrow. That doesn't change me. Like that, you chose to wear the body that you're wearing today for a specific purpose, because the belief is that in it you'll be able to understand yourself. And if you don't pay attention to it, this will wear off and then it will be a waste. So once you experience that, then you realize that you become one with it, that you are it. So maybe let's wrap up and end with this example that I used the last time here. I don't know how many of you were here last time, and from those, I don't know how many will remember that necessarily. It has like two aspects to this example. And with that, I want you to think about it when you go home, when you're walking, thank you. When you have some time, when you go on vacation, when you're looking at a big lofty mountain, or when you're looking at an ocean, sometimes do you get reflective? Sometimes you feel like going internally, just thinking by yourself. No radio, no TV, no phone, no WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. Do you ever get any, even some brief moments in life like that? That you just go deep within. You're just thinking. Right? You've almost forgotten yourself and you're just thinking. It's like in the zone, as we say. Have you experienced some of that? Some are nodding. If you haven't experienced that, then you're making a big mistake. All I'm saying is, have you experienced some moments in life when you're just purely thinking? Whatever, thinking about whatever, any topic, but just you're in that thinking zone. That in that time you forgot who you are. Where am I? What is it? I don't even have the thought. I'm just thinking. I've become one with the thought. Have you experienced that? Okay. That's good. I'm glad some of you have. If you haven't, then you're wasting life. It doesn't matter how much wealth you got. It doesn't matter how famous you are. It's all going to become a fistful of dirt. Someone will blow and you'll be gone. This one had so many contacts and so many cars. It's blowing all over the place. Which one was this? Which one of these particles was the person? So don't do that to yourself. It's not too late. It's kind of late for someone like me. Fortunately, I have arrived and I've surrendered myself fully, completely, and aligned myself to Krishna where it doesn't matter to me. But until that comes, don't do that. You've got a lot of time. Moreover, you've got the sharpest intellect. This is your sharpest neural network. You understand neural network, right? The neurons firing in the brain. What do we say? We're hardly using 1% of the brain. The neural network right now that you have, you're 10th grade, right? In the next 2 to 3 years, will be the most vibrant neural network, meaning it can catch any darn thing. It can understand anything. It has the ability, it's very forceful, very powerful, very aware. This is the time to hit hard on that also. So this is perfect that you're focusing on this group as well. So you must ask the question, who am I? Where have I come from? What am I here for? And don't settle for some generic, silly, foolish answers, childish answers. You're no longer a child. You're not just a child, right? If you understand more than a child does, then you are more than a child. Then, I'm here to study, get a good grade, and get a good job, or have my own business, and have a factory, cars, go to vacation, have kids, this, that. Then keep going. Then what? So what? And then die, drop dead. What was the point of all that? What the best thing in my life? If you came here to die, then you don't have to do anything. By design, it will happen automatically. There is a different reason. These are just tools for you to use for something else. Starting with the human body, it's a tool. And whatever experiences together are lessons to figure out something else. So when you're in that zone, ask yourself that question or meditate. Why am I here? What is the purpose? Where have I come from? It could not be that randomly I popped out of my mom's stomach. I don't know who I am, why I'm here, where I come from, why this mother, why this father, why this house, why me, why not someone else, why not elsewhere? You must ask these questions. Then only I'll say that you're smart, otherwise I'm not impressed. I am not impressed with your academic grades, with your sports prowess and all of that. I'm not impressed. That's 1% of 1% of 1% of why you came here, maybe. And I'm being very generous in saying that. It's meaningless. So you must force yourself to answer. And then where am I going? What's the reason? Who sent me here? Is there a God? If so, who is that? What is that? How is he, she, it, whatever? Am I related to that? Do I have any connection with God? Or he, she, it's completely random somewhere. I'm completely random somewhere here. There's no connection. There's no reason. The more you answer these questions, you'll start to realize that, oh, there is a deep connection. There is an intimate connection. Like, would you say that you and your mother have an intimate connection? Right? You and your mom? Most kids do, boys especially do. So you understand the word intimate. You realize that, oh my God, I have a more intimate connection with that Creator than anyone ever combined, collectively. You realize that. Your question about where have I come from will be answered. Your question will be, what happens when I die? How can it be that I don't know, nobody knows, no one cares? Then might as well not live. You will know very definitely the answer to that question. What happens after that? And then the question, the grandest of all, why am I here? What's my purpose? Life better be purposeful, otherwise it is meaningless. Right? If it is meaningless, then it might as well not be lived. What's the point for a meaningless life? But life actually has a very, very clear, very definite, singular purpose. It's the same purpose for all of us. It's not even that I have this mission to feed hungry kids. That's what I do, right? I run a charity to leave no kid hungry is our campaign. Someone else has some other purpose, someone else is like you're educating, illuminating students. These are material purposes are different, spiritual purpose is only one for everyone. Not just now, or 10,000 years ago. Not just then, 10,000 years later, forever. There's only one purpose because there is only one, which we call Advait, by the way, right? Not two, meaning only one. So when you're looking at an ocean, and you see beautiful waves, all you see are waves practically, right? When you're looking at an ocean, if you're careful, all you're seeing is a bunch of waves, thousands of waves, 10,000 waves. So ask yourself, where was this wave before it was formed? Before forming the wave, what was it? Well, now that it's a wave, what is it? And then watch one of the waves becoming high and then crashing on that stone and shattering into 10,000 pieces. Where did the wave go? What happened to the wave? It was just there, I was just looking at it flowing. You will realize that before it became a wave, all it was the same water. That is in every single wave, in every drop of the ocean was water. When it is the wave, it is nothing but, we call it a wave, but it's the same exact water that it was before. And when it crashed into the 1,000 pieces and the drops, they're still the same. Although nothing has happened, it was the same that it was before, during, and after. And not just in that wave, what's in that wave is in every single wave. Not right now, but since the time the ocean was and until the time that the ocean will be, every single wave that we gave a name to, right? We call it a wave, lat, leher, and a form, a big, small, tall, high, shallow, whatever. So there's a form and a name, and we got stuck in that name and form. But the substance was forgotten. The original substance is forgotten, is ignored. And that's what's happening here. We're looking at this boy, this girl, Nikhil, Akhil, Chamita, Namita, Pravita, they're like 10th grader, 9th grader, 5th grader, they're Marwadi, Punjabi, Bengali, Maratha hai. ये सब्जी खाते इनके श्रीखंड अच्छा लगता है पूरी. Just so lost in all the various distinctions vastu that we completely forgot the original substance, which is the same, and they have nothing to do with the wave. Waves come and go. Water never changes, and every single wave is in the same one ocean. Is it not? The 10,000 waves are in that one ocean. That one ocean alone is in every single wave, is it not? So every wave in the same ocean is in every wave. Every one of us is in Krishna, and Krishna is in every one of us. You ask me to define Krishna, then Krishna, you. This is the simplest, easiest answer, shortest answer. You are Krishna. It's the shortest. The longest answer is what is not. I mean, everything. God is everything, and everything is God. There's no doubt about it. If you want to experience it, you can, if you want. And then the last thing is, I know I keep saying last thing. When you dream, you heard this before. 2 o'clock at night, the dream started. 3 o'clock at night, the dream ended. And let's say you had 105 characters in your dream. There were 100 called Kauravas and 5 called Pandavas. There was the elephant and the conch blowing in the chariot and all of that, and spears. So at 1:59, before the dream began, where were all there? All of those characters. Or at 3:01, 3 o'clock the dream ended. Where did they all go? Did they not seem so real? Does the dream not seem real? How real does it seem? Completely real. Would you agree? Totally real. Absolutely. 100% real and legit. But before the dream began, they were just in my cobra, right? After the dream ended, they went back to my cobra. So the entire time, who was in every single dream character? I alone was. I had made of every one of them, even the animate and the inanimate, even the chariot, the stones in the battlefield, I had become and manifested and created. So if I said that I am in all, as far as the dream is concerned, and the entire dream is in me, there is no one and nothing other than me, will I be lying? Or will that be the truth? In my dream, everything and everyone, if I said I alone am in every dream character and dream object, will that be truth or a lie? That's the truth, right? That's right. And that every one of them were in me. They came from me. They are in me for that hour. They went back in me. Is that the truth or lie, right? So it is with Krishna. This dream reality, this virtual reality that we take for granted, they think so real, take it to be so real, is about the length of a dream, for instance. The Creator alone has become every dream character. Before was, now is, and after will be. It's nothing other than what I call Krishna, who I love Krishna. You can use your name and your form if you want. You can call it Radha. Krishna will love you for that. Or you can call it any other God, Shivji, Allah, God, Lord. That's not the point. The same supreme power, the energy alone exists now. Therefore, then there's no point in hating, stealing, hurting, right? Any of that. The only thing to do then left after that is to love. That love, that purity of love, nothing but love for the source is Radha. And hence when you dance as Radha, that's why I said that I was a clean bold on the first ball. I might as well go back. I have nothing else to offer because what you said, what you demonstrated, the bhajan, if you paid attention, said more than anyone ever has said or could say. The truth, purest truth, that the relationship between Radha and Krishna. This is all just like child talk. So I couldn't finish the whole day, but let me pause here, stop here. Hope some of this has made sense. Hope some of this sticks. If nothing else, just understand this one thing, that you are the most glorious, you are the most powerful, you are the most beautiful, you are the most loving, I'm talking to you, kids, you are the most giving, you are the most forgiving. There's nothing that's not possible for you, because you are with the source is in you. May one day you realize that, well, you are the source. Right? Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Hari Krishna.
I don't know how to
You can take this here. Oh, you. Hi, Surya.
I don't know. I am so speechless. I don't know how to thank you enough. Because these discourses leave a lasting impact on each one of the students. That's what I believe.